1億ライトアイランド200円で新発売。
ラオックスで選ぼう。もぎたてのニューメディアラオックス。
I have a whole bunch of video editing stuff. I just have windows and windows of stuff up. I gotta get all this stuff down. Okay, you guys want to see a bunch of Sony Vegas pages. Let's get the webcam up here. Blammo. Here we go. Crank this guy down. Or first thing we'll do. So we're gonna have our traditional, because we don't just stream here. We stream strong. We get our milk. We get our milk on. Here we go. Drink that milk, boys. Extra high in estrogen. It's what you need a little bit more of. Wait, hi, how we doing? Pull this guy down. Ooh. So the thing, the mic is just attached to like a nightstand. By the way, my hair is like super flat right now because I just showered and it's falling kind of flat. But I don't feel like going and brushing it so that it looks nice. But yeah, no, I almost toppled over Lily and everything else. By the way, I am missing something. Here, we'll just, rather than go and get the proper stand for it, we're gonna, because we need our palm tree. Oh, well, I guess Kojima's gonna be stealing all of my all my views. That's, see there, here, we'll put it where the bird normally is, behind the Dracaena a little bit. Yeah, normally it's packed here. Normally I got, close to like maybe about 500 viewers. I'm a little bit short right now. It must be because of Kojima's Death Stranding stream right now. Alright, but let's get the game itself actually running. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I have to pop out chat. And something changed about what's it? Better Twitch TV. Where I have to like go through multiple menus now. Here we go. Alright, up. Where is... Oh, I don't even have Steam running. I just did a computer restart, so... I gotta get Steam up. And here we go. Switched it over to 16:9. Crank that down. Alright. So, and its main quest, we gotta get drugs. And a lot of them. The only thing I think can be a saving grace for me is if there is a side quest I have not bumped into, which would be given by either
Allow me to remind you that an epidemic of
or Murky. And they have access to a bunch of drugs. My keyboard rubs up against this end table a little bit. There we go. Just had to sidle it over just a tiny bit. Like, we're talking a centimeter. Alright. Kind of stuttered up there. Okay. Oh yeah, and I remember I got jumped super hard. Because I'm kind of low on health and kind of have to just bear with it. I do still have more morphine in my evil base. Let's see. I got 2 pistol rounds. To be honest, I'll just switch the knife. Though if I end up toe-to-toe with an arsonist, I'm probably mega boned. So yeah, thought one is we're gonna go visit Notkin and Murky. They're the only people I believe that I have not shook hands with today. Yeah, I got a pretty good haul of food. Doing some raiding. So yeah, we'll just go south past Aspides and hit the railroad tracks and we'll walk the tracks. Actually, better idea. Go through town. Give me more trading opportunities to try and get more drugs. Okay, I think this is a pharmacy. Yeah, I'm gonna hit up all the pharmacies and I'll blow up my budget if I have to. Buying a bunch of alpha tabs. Because I need 50 of those suckers. Oh, hey, Grumpy. It's been a bit. Oh, look, okay. This ain't so bad. Oh, other than it's kind of pricey. $250. That is a lot. I'll keep in mind, though. At least he has a lot. This one by Anna's. Have I been spoiled? No. No, people... I don't get enough traffic, and it's not like Pathologic has a massive traffic community. I've met the rat prophet. I got thrown in prison. I think that's about it as far as interesting stuff. It's okay, yeah, you kid. Really? A rat? Can I just... It really wants... It's super swiggity-swooty over here. Oh, no, I don't... Game, please. And then she runs away. Please. Yeah, no, I don't bother to, like... I don't watch that much. Okay, when I watch YouTube videos, I watch, like, gun reviews, and that's about it. Oh, and I listen to... Like, I use YouTube for music, mostly. It's probably a better... It's more accurate. But now I gotta go through here. It's all plagued. And this is an awful place to travel through while it's plagued. Oh, wait. It's actually rated. That's not as bad. Okay. Oh. Well, this is going to be very... this is going to end up being an interesting fight. Nailed it. Now, I did still see a rat around here. So, gotta watch out that it doesn't jump me. Okay. A tiny gun... Okay, so, basic physics, if you've taken, like, Physics 1, the smaller the gun, the more kick and the more, muzzle climb it's gonna have. So, to take 30 seconds. When you play something like, I always think of BioShock when I think of this, because it has a Tommy gun, and Tommy guns do have really awful muzzle climb. But, so, like, the Tommy gun in BioShock, when you fire, you go like, wait, get more, you go like, ah! But the truth is the heavier the gun itself is, the less kick you're going to feel from the bullet being fired. 18th century cooking hole. Hey, MREs are good. Get out. So yeah, the smaller your gun is, the less of like the force will be absorbed by the gun. You know, imagine, so like, not necessarily, because you can fire a rifle of the same caliber as the pistol. Also, another thing is points of grip. So, very old style pistols, we're talking like cowboy, early 1900s, you held a pistol with just one hand. The idea is that you held onto the reins of your horse with one hand and fired with the pistol in your other hand. Modern pistols, like things that the police use, like the Glock, you hold it with two hands, so you have 2 points of contact. And then a rifle, you hold front grip, back grip, and then into your shoulder. So when you fire the gun, the force goes into your shoulder, and it's much easier to control than to try and control something that's going like this. So it's actually a very common misconception that, so for self-defense, at least home defense, you want to give someone who's weaker, not well experienced with a gun, a smaller gun. It's actually not true. You want to actually give them something that is not an incredibly high caliber rifle, because that would be silly, but something that has a good shoulder stock, because it's easier to fire from the hip, easier to fire from the shoulder. You're not going to, like, holding a gun like this, a gun can be quite heavy, and you're going to lose your grip after a while. So yeah, it's a common misconception that handguns or pistols are easier to fire. And it's a reasonable misconception. You assume that a pistol is going to be much weaker, but the points of grip and stuff like that makes a pretty big difference. Yeah, a big important part is shoulder stocks and stuff like that. Oh, knife fight. Oh, someone wants my butt. I don't know where he is. And that makes it dangerous. Scarper. Alright, just walk into the house full of kids with a knife out.
In trouble, to be troubled is to have your trouble doubled.
Okay. So I was hoping he could hook me up with pills, but apparently not. Oh yeah, well, because we live West Coast, there's not a lot of people who are interested in what's called like American Revolution, Civil War. Although there was stuff that happened, do my incremented save, in that time period, there's just not a lot of people who are interested in reenacting it. Because I have a real interest in muskets and early rifling. It's the only way out, like through here, the top. Oh, really? Oh, that's awful. I assume they at least don't take the organs. Add more nutmeg. Now we're gonna go pre-18th, and we're gonna just add allspice to everything. Get all late Dark Ages. Really cutting. Well, I think I approve of that situation or that choice, because it is a little too free for me to just walk around and collect organs wherever I go. It's a little bit silly. All right, Merc. You haven't done anything for me. Hook me up.
What are you looking at?
You little
Boo.
fuck. Spooked me a little bit. I'm leaving. You can actually sell the organs? Okay. I'm pretty sure I've popped by Vlad the Younger. I'll do it again anyway, because he's kind of just on the way back. Who dreams of bonnets? I'll be honest. Probably of all, like... No, Bully Murky. Of all, like, colonial era clothing, bonnets suck. Bonnets are like, oh, what's the, what are they called? Like, pipe whatevers? Where they're the hats with the, like, the long... Nah, dude. Bonnets suck. See, I can get behind big puffy blue. I can even get behind men in high heels tying up their hair with ribbons. Can't get behind bonnets. A bonnet? Not what's... not the hood of your car. Oh, geez, someone's chasing me. It's like a hood for women.
Let them say it's not possible. But what if it is?
I want to go down the well. Okay, I'm gonna save in case that just drops me in the well, or does it actually do something? Pretty sure it just puts me in there.
Where did those ladies...
Okay, yeah, because I don't... That seems silly. Yeah, no, bonnets suck. Bonnets are lame. Get out, bonnet. It's like what you imagine like a Quaker to wear. What are those little hats? They're not yarmulkes that, like, Mennonites wear. I'll call them not yarmulkes. No, they're not adorable. They're sucky. Bonnets are no good. I don't know. It might have been like to keep just the sun off your head. You know, but it's a little more feminine than, you know, a straw hat. Those with ties on. Didn't know. Ask the hashtag bonnet enthusiast. Unless you're asking about the Mennonite like yarmulke thing, because that I wouldn't know. I'm not a Mennonite. Oh jeez. This place is a super mess right now. Ah! Okay. Okay, so it looks like I'll just be purchasing. Getting it. Well, I don't know. Have you ever, like, gone running with a baseball cap? If you wear a baseball cap and you go running, you get a very fast reminder that sweat is basically piss. Okay, oh, this is how we're doing it. It's not that expensive. Yeah, that's why every morning I rub deodorant on my teeth so that my teeth don't sweat. Because sweat is basically piss, and I don't want a mouthful of piss. Yeah, I actually don't know the history of bleach, like how early bleach has been around. For all I know, the Romans had it. The deepest lore. Pissing from your skin. Deep lore. You say forever. You could at least look up. Well, when did forever start? Like Roman times? My only question is, if you have a bunch of mega vitamins, will it turn your sweat more yellow? My money. It's fine. 34, so we need 16 more. Now, don't mind me, I have plague. Oh, you put me on hold. Get out. Like, I don't even know, how would they have even gotten a hold of bleach? Oh, a letter. Really? They're gonna give me a ton of drugs, aren't they? And by the way, like the one day I don't go and visit the Keyneses. Alright. Victor Kane's invitation. The man who stole my brother's body gave himself up today. It is our utmost desire now to atone for the unjustified suspicions we had of you. I hope you will acknowledge the dreadful state that the Kane family was in after Simon's untimely demise, and that you will find our shortcomings understandable, not justifiable. Having said that, from now on we will be the first to rise against anyone who dares to call you the Ripper. Please come to see us if you bear no ill will. We would like to become better acquainted with you. Respectfully and remorsefully, Victor Kane. Titorama. Our Lord Helios came down and told us that he had the cure. He was going to give us a taste of our own meta-sin. Sun bleaching doesn't count. Get out. Sun bleaching does not count. I want to know when bleach was made. The stuff that you should drink. Helps with the sore throat. Don't drink bleach. I don't want like this VOD to get picked up or something. In some mod to decide to get big bold and be like, yeah, he told people to drink bleach. I'm not in the mood. Having to explain to some smooth brain that I was joking about drinking bleach. 17th century. Okay, I thought so. Yeah, big cup of bleach. Gotta dilute it with a little bit of water though, otherwise it'll burn the throat. Cures what ails ya. You should wash it down with Windex. Yes, I would describe your your brain is very young for its age. The smooth brain gang. Yo, that homeless guy, he was ready to dish it out, but he could not deliver. Oh, jeez. Okay. Aces. Ow, dag. Okay. I'll take a second one. This is getting a little bit tight and I don't like it. So let's go visit the Keyneses and see how many pills they want to give me. Oh, boy in the street. Slow down, kid. I got razors for you. And Tide Pods. Alright. I do kind of need those, so... Yeah, these are 2. Clear up some space in my inventory. Oh, well, yeah, it's... Part of the reason is, I spend my time making videos, although lately I've not been very good about, actually working on anything. Between getting sick and a bunch of other stuff, I've fallen behind. I need to catch up on what I've been working on. How much is this? 2? Yeah. Nah, not really. Yeah, no. Most of what I watch is for musical purposes. I just listen to Unreal Tournament soundtrack on loop. That's my life.
If we conquer our passions, it is more from their weakness.
I'll follow up that
than
thought
from
after this.
Our strength.
We are alarmed by rumors of an impeding act of provocation. Is that perchance what you've come to see me about? No. A procession of the infected was supposed to come to the Cape sometime during the day to pay their respects to the sacred graves. But we've received news that some murderous blackguards are planning to attack the pilgrims. Have you heard anything about it? No, I haven't heard anything about this. What are you talking about? Hopefully these are merely asinine rumors. Oh! Oh, he's talking about the arsonists. Okay. Fire starters are indeed running rampant about town. Meanwhile, my daughter would like to apologize for all the wrongs our family has inflicted upon you. I think you should talk to her. Of late, I have been putting her in charge of making important decisions. She's becoming more and more like her mother. I already know all about her mother. I'll pay her a visit. Did that give me like a item or something? Did he just give me this? No. Oh, okay. It's been a while since I've gotten one of the yellow circles. You really only get those like in the first 2 days when they're telling you where people live. No, and part of the reason why I don't watch too many other review channels is I don't want to just ape people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't watch a lot of streamers either. And it's because I don't want to just get on stream and start, I don't want to basically, like, this is a poor example, but I don't want to get on stream and just start quoting PewDiePie or something like that, if you catch my drift.
Bachelor is looking for the plague bearer. Clara, perhaps?
I'm sorry that we've been foes for so long, Barach. Someone just crashed into the side of Maria's house. I don't know if that actually picked up on the mic. Probably did. Anyway, the quick temper of our family must have been of great discomfort to you. I'll be flippant. I'm happy to hear you admit that. I apologize wholeheartedly. I would much rather prefer peace. I've heard that you've done so many worthy deeds that even the feats of ancient warriors pale in comparison. Are you truly so heroic? Yeah, no, you think this is funny? I feel like she's having a
Great
laugh.
souls are not those who have fewer passions and more virtues than the common, but those only who have greater designs.
But, I'm not against watching other reviewers. I just don't have an interest, and it would be kind of odd. Anyway. You couldn't have come at a better time. Would you do me a favor? I'm all ears. I've heard an enraged mob is planning to desecrate the mistress's tomb. And, well, you see, I disobeyed Dr. Dankovsky's orders recently and went outside to speak to my mother. Her tomb is the one that's closer to the cape. You must have seen it? I don't get it. I brought a gift from my mother then. A diary. A compilation of sentimental memoirs. Nothing more, but it's dear to me. When I was a little girl, my mother used to leave me secret notes in it. The letters were seemingly appearing out of nowhere. I believe that the book was talking to me. And you need this book. Bring me the diary, Barach. I fear that the tomb will end up desecrated. I wouldn't want the diary to be damaged. Fall into the wrong hands. Oh, don't worry. I can do that. I have a feeling. Yeah. Yeah, and I kind of want to focus on providing something that's different. You can get, say, 30 reviews for a game that's recently come out, like Breath of the Wild, and they'll all kind of be like the same. I really like the plot type stuff. It's like, well, I want to focus on, and it's part of the reason why I do older stuff, because it's a little easier to detach yourself, but on design elements and things like that.
Few people know death. We only endure it, usually from determination, and even from stupidity and custom.
All right. So I'm going to step out. I have a feeling as soon as I walk into the graveyard, it is going to be filled with arsonists, and I have 2 bullets. So I'm probably going to have to buy bullets to do this. Let's do an increment. What is the time? 4 p.m. So we still kind of got time. And I've already purchased a bunch of meds. So hopefully this will work out. I will be equipping my pistol, though. And make sure it's loaded. Okay. You say disappointed? I say murderous. He looks like someone who just loves murder. back around the corner. Turn the corner and there's 30 arsonists. Oh, is it not actually here? Okay, well, we'll go inside. Ooh, they're gonna jump me when I step out, aren't they? Where's the book? Jesus Christ! That actually got me. Someone threw a fucking Molotov at the window. So we don't have the loud music going. I didn't expect him to do it like that. That was good. That one got me. I'm not easily frightened either. All right. Make sure my Okay, wait. Shit. Okay, I worked that. I could have gotten the stealth on that. All right. Let's do that again. So there's 3 guys, and I have 2 bullets. This is doable. I'll walk by the clothing shop, because they might have a bullet for me. And 1 extra bullet would make this pretty free. Yeah, no, it's super disorganized. Yeah, no, I've been paying attention. I've been watching for when one of the other characters drops someone. Okay, nothing here. And I think it'll be slightly easier as Haruspex. Since, all of his required characters are out of town. So that means, you know, as opposed to when you're playing as Bachelor, if, say, Murky gets sick, unless if you really go out of your way to check on her, you'll probably just miss her. But yeah, I am going to try and keep everyone alive this run as much as I can. Okay. Right out my mouse. Bring this around the corner. Or again. Oh, he got me through the wall. Come on, game, work with me. Or is there only 2 arsonists? Throw one more. Okay, I got the mouse. I'll give you my opinion once the fighting is officially over. I think we're good, though. I'm extra tight on health. I might have to actually purchase healing from the pharmacy. Where's the other? Here he is. But yeah, no, it's different in an interesting way. Are they really? Okay, here we go. I can like lure him out. I believe not doing multiple playthroughs. The game is a little bit lengthy. And also, you know, if I didn't... got. If I didn't know, I would have assumed that another character would have been mostly the same. I do like this is... It's a very, I would describe it as almost, say, glass cannon in its approach. There's a lot more ups and downs as
and then
Haruspex so far.
Katarina has an heiress no more.
Bachelor has pretty smooth sailing I would say. Everything is kind of laid out for you. As long as you're not a complete dork, Bachelor's campaign goes pretty smooth, but this one, it does, like, getting thrown in prison is a big thing. Anyway. Better a lean peace than a fat victory. Don't you agree, Barak? This is what I found on the gravestone. Oh, thank you, Barak. You've done me a priceless favor. Let me reward you for your work, and for the dangers that you have undoubtedly faced for my sake. Thank you. Okay, so... I would have liked, I think, a little bit more dosh than that. Granted, it wasn't that hard of a fight, but... it'll help me pay for my drug addiction. So let's, oh, that doesn't even pay for one, like, big medical supply. It'll pay for pills, though. I gotta keep an eyeball on my health. I'll actually make an incremented save. Someone's having car problems out there. I don't know, is it picking up on the mic? Okay, 11 more of these guys. 18 for that? Yeah. I don't know what it is that they're doing. So I still need like 5 more? 5 more. 5 more. But yeah, like, so even for myself. Yeah, but I'm not a bad guy. I'm just the Haruspex. A serial murderer. Let me make sure the mouse is lined up. I'm one of the good murderers. Let me just take his organs, by the way. Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised to hear that very few people play... Like... And honestly, if it wasn't for me streaming this, I probably wouldn't have even done multiple campaigns directly in a row. I probably would have waited a bit. Okay. Okay, that'll hold me down. So I still need 5 more. One of these is a pharmacy. I don't know if I've been to them, though. Okay, this guy. He wants a tango. Listen, this guy has no idea how much better I am at murdering than he is. Damn it, officer, get out of my way. Just ignore the baby crying. Yeah, these basic thugs on the street don't know how good I am at murdering. Yo, officer. I got a whole bunch of stuff. That be love my murder. Yeah, no, to not picking it back up, I totally believe that. It's kind of, you know, when you get a new game plus of something, and your immediate response is not, let me jump on that immediately. Let me play through the whole game again. It's usually your response is, well, I'll have a neat experience when I decide to revisit this game. So these are like 7, 10 each. So we can get 1. The fresh meat is really good though, so I'm perfectly happy with that. I mean, all the transactions are good. If I was to make a complaint about the Haruspex campaign, I find it to be a little bit fiddlesome when it comes to when it comes to dealing with your inventory. Haruspex really requires a lot of inventory slots, but I guess the intention is to discourage you from doing the normal bartering. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I was hoping to find some Fermiomycenium, but no such luck. I feel like that fog really snuck up on me. No. Oh. Jeez, everything is on me suddenly. Okay. Yeah, if that is the developer's intention, no complaints. If it was not their intention, then it could have used some fiddling with. If their intention was to make it so that Haruspex kind of doesn't barter, then I'm cool with it. God damn. I'll take this guy's organs out of frustration. There we go. Just give me that immunity. Kind of curious as to a recipe that I just got. Because it seems like it's obviously worse than other recipes I've gotten. Which is why I'm suspicious that it does something slightly different. My biggest argument, actually, for Haruspex not bartering is... So, bartering is done with children, and Haruspex is friend of the children. So, theoretically, you should have Bachelor kind of be, you know, a little more anti-kid and not barter with them. Fill up his inventory, and have Haruspex doing a whole bunch of bartering. Just my opinion, but it's the right opinion. Everyone else got room temperature IQ. You should see how big my brain is. I got brain oozing out of my ears. It's just an observation for how you display narrative through game's mechanics. And I've not played Clara, and she's bizarre, so I won't have an opinion of how she plays out till we actually get there. We'll cross that bridge when it's on fire. I might even, because I'm putting as much time into this game as I am, I might actually do a formal review. Oh, so do you also barter with the adults that pass by, or... Yeah, it'll still be a ways off. But I would probably do a more extended thing. I don't know. Maybe I'd also do a
What is this? What's
I
going
don't know.
on? Who was screaming?
Like a half dialogue review. Maybe I could get like Septipus or someone on the line. Talk about the game. Take some notes. Maybe mix it in with a formal review. I'd want to do more research, like, on the inspiration for this game and stuff like that. If there even is a direct inspiration. Other than it's got, like, obvious rings of, like, Holodomor and stuff like that. Alright. Here are your vitamins. Precisely 50 pills. Then let's go. All of you, come quick. Just look at how much time we've lost. As for you, Warden, listen to me. When you come out of here, go past the long block, straight to the abattoir, cut through the town, then walk out into the steppe, then along the abattoir wall to the left. Do you know where the Reggie Barrow is? Okay. I gotta think, because we got Morrowind directions suddenly. Yeah, trade with air. Okay, yeah, well, that makes sense. I felt that it was a little bit silly that we have as many people who wander the town that don't barter. Anyway. Okay, past Long Box, straight to the abattoir, cut through town, walk to the step, along the abattoir to the left. Do you know where the Raggy Barrow is? I'm gonna guess the Raggy Barrow? Okay, so, I don't know if you remember when I was playing with Suddenly Bird. With the, oh god, what's it called? It starts with an A. My brain completely died on me. When you lose all pigment in your skin. We'll carry on. I'll just say no. Turn away from the gorge, so get where the bulls come through, and into the steppe. You'll see a large barrow soon. What am I going to find there? The Odono will bring a bull there. Tell the worms to obey you. Prove to them that you are you, and the bull is all yours. Do with him what you will. How do I prove to them that I am me? They'll ask you simple questions. Who knows? What if you don't know how to handle bulls at all? What if you upset him or hurt him? No, a test is required. What are they going to ask me about? Bulls, probably. What else could be of interest to them? I don't know. Alright, I'll find a way to persuade them. Okay, there. Well, I would see adults also bartering things. Albeit, they probably would have very different interests. My thought is that you would have to add a bunch of bartering items to make that really applicable. I don't know, though. You know, I'm not looking at it right now, so I'm not in a place to really criticize it. Albino, by the way. That's the word I was looking for. My brain just would not work. It's late, and I've been spending my time getting kicked in the ribs. Makes my brain not work no more. Yeah. Yeah, it's a thing that, once again, I can't fully criticize till I actually, like, sit down and look at it piece by piece. Like, I would also approve if the adults had less odds and ends. Lockpick, no. Get out. I kill people for my lockpicks. But yeah, when I was waddling after the albino, I can go past Aspides. I think I followed him up that hill. That was a fun time, slowly following the albino. I really enjoyed doing that. I kind of get the impression, just from the dialogues that have happened, and the fact that you can't access her immediately, that Clara, playing as the changeling, you'll encounter a lot more like weird things of that nature. It was well, it was especially what wasn't friendly after I shot it and I would try to hobble away. I decided I didn't like him anymore. But yeah, I could be wrong. I do get the impression that there will be a lot more sort of wild steppe beasts that you deal with as Clara. Don't know though. It'll be interesting to find out when we get to her. Yeah. Alright. I'll increment a save. Because there's going to be a quiz. Alright. Okay, guys, I'm getting pretty tired. I'm ready to go home and have my Medirum or maybe something harder. Okay. Do you want to open up a bowl for us? Yes. Have you brought the gruel, the seed of Suuk, to feed before the ritual? I'm assuming it's just blood, but what's Suuk's gruel? Is that a question? Do you not know how fear came to be? I do. Tell us. Oh, okay. This is because I listened to the story. Bostorach had belched fear from within his depths to exgorge his pain. Bostorach had forged iron from his horns to set the law and shut Suuk to eternal imprisonment within his maw. Bostorach had conjured up the wheel within his thoughts so that all be destined to return to the beginning. You have spoken well. You are an Oinen. Feed him the gruel, give him the seed of Suuk, and open him up. Liberate his raggy lines. On it. Alright, bull. Take it, bull. I clicked out. Oh. I almost launched OBS twice. Okay. Ah! Can I not just... This? Hey. It's not working. Oh, accidentally. Let me just stab the bull harder. I have many lines. Okay. Yo, how do I open up? It's not working. I can't stab the bull. Explain to me, Worm. Why do I fail to open the bull? Open the bull! Damn it, Dad. Let me open up the damn bowl. Bowl me. Why can't I open the bowl? Let me try using the bowl. Use the bowl. Is there a secret trick to... I need to open the bowl. I feel there must be something I'm not understanding here as far as opening the bowl. I'm listening to see if it's the same. No, he's definitely saying something different. And the first time he talked something about the Orono. Worms are getting ready to sacrifice a bull at the Raggy Barrow between the abattoir and the cemetery. To recover the antibodies from the blood of a bull, we have to... Oh, we have to infect it first. Okay. Yeah. Or I don't remember that being said by anyone, so we'll just reload. As opposed to jumping around like a door. Trying to open the bull. You need to open the bull. So we'll run back real fast. Oh, I don't know where there's an infected district. I should be fine on exhaustion. Yeah, I don't remember anyone saying that I need to get a infected body part. Where did I get this recipe? 100 to 9. You know what? Reload. Because I should have an infected heart in my evil lab. We'll just run to that. And we'll rub it. We'll rub it all over the bowl. And then we'll open up the bowl. Oh, we can even pass by some worms. Yeah, the evil lab. Haruspex lives in an evil lab with barbed wire on the walls. I don't know what you're questioning. Unless you're just giving me the... But it's most definitely an evil lab. Give me these herbs. He's much more likable, but he is objectively a worse person. Can we just get all this? Yeah. Oh, I should probably... I think I keep the change. Have the extra livers. So slightly this way. You know what? It's Bachelor desperately wants to be liked. No one likes him. Whereas Haruspex is a serial murderer, but once you get to know him, he's a pretty nice guy. Okay, so we have to turn up, I think, because the back wall keeps me out. Because that is kind of consistently, you walk into the town and you murder 3 people and everyone hates you. But as soon as, like, even the Canes, as soon as they really get to know you, like, oh, it turns out this Haruspex guy, he's not such a bad guy. I'm good with Isidor's son. He's got a lot of blood on his cloak, though. Stick those in. Get me, you know, I'm just gonna... Oh, wait, I have an extra rat right now? Absolutely. So, I'm gonna increment to save. Just in case the game decides. Yeah, you needed 2 hearts. The bulls are big. I know, I gotta race the rat. I've already won once, I gotta win again. I know I'm completely exhausted, but I gotta race my rats. Okay. Go, 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 go. No! No. You went all the way back to the beginning. No, no, there. Get in there. Get up. Get in there, you guys. You're wasting my time now. Yeah. Well, it's also good because Bachelor does that, and then the first thing he does is, by the way, can you give me a heart? Take care of it. A good rat. Worth every penny. Okay, let's go. By the way, as far as the ASMR locations, I won't lie, I really love the factory. I love the machines being run at like low power to just maintain them. The sound of like tumblers running. I sure do know how to pick my rats though. That was a good one. I mean, I guess it's kind of clever. The thought that Bachelor goes out of his way to help Haruspex and kind of clear him up from the stuff that he does, only to ask him to do that stuff. Okay, so I'm not going to read all the cosmogony again. Though I like the cosmogony. It's pretty clever. Nothing new. It's very Scandinavian, the cosmogony. Though I wouldn't be surprised if there is a like Eastern European equivalent. I mean, when you look at all that stuff, a lot of that stuff ends up being very similar anyway. It's archetypal. Alright. Oh, it actually was slightly different dialogue. Yeah, to be born of the body of the bull. And in Scandinavian myth, the earth is the body of a giant. And the dwarves are the maggots within. Got my blood. Quiet, Dad. Oh? But yeah, that's, as I was saying, it's archetypal. A lot of those old cosmogonies have a lot of similarity. Oh, is there a Hindu equivalent? I believe it. I'll check that out. Actually, DM me that somewhere. Whether it's like a Discord or like a Twitter or something. I'll look that up later. My sons. My Latin. Listen, Bachelor's a real cool guy. He fights the plague and doesn't afraid of anything. The woo-woo. Yo, you must be East Coast saying woo-woo. Do you live like in Boston? I'm calling it. See if I can read your brain through the internet. The Massachusetts area. No one West Coast says woo-woo. Probably because there's too many people who practice it. When you're this close to Arizona. Okay, so if each part of the horse is attributed to a part of the cosmos, how does the horse relate to Brahman? So you've picked up woo-woo from either through mind parasites into your language, or via some other medium. Granted, English is a very parasitic language. Germanic languages are very parasitic. It's because they're very keen at inventing new words. So you see a lot of cultures say English and German words. But yeah, that is curious, though. Oh, are they all? You know, I never get enough to actually look at the districts. You need to play Pathologic too if you actually want to know what the districts are. Though I should look at a breakdown of it. Because I know when I realized, oh, I don't have the, yeah, I don't have the zoom out, seeing the bull yet. I thought I actually did. I could swear because I knew Game Plus this that I started off having the bull map. Yeah, and I believe the spine runs, was it along the river, something like that? Etymology find is this by the way, where am I going? I've forgotten. Oh yeah, bachelor. Oh wait, is it the Big Vlad? Yeah, we have one that we do it's primarily used for like traditional gaming type stuff, like tabletop stuff. I don't have like a stream Discord.
They say Inquisitors can do anything. Their power is unrestricted.
I just like bothering Eva as Haruspex because I like it when she complains about how I smell like blood. Alright, I got your bull blood.
I'm tired. I've had enough.
Actually, I want to look at it first. Get out of my way, dude. I want to look at the bull blood. Nice.
What is there to talk about now?
I like when you walk up to him and he says, "You look ill." Wait, get some milk before the next reading. I'm extra thirsty today. It looks like a fungal cell in the way that it's or okay, well, it doesn't actually. So, from what I remember in studying microbiome, fungal cells are actually really hard to identify. Let's actually look at it again, real quick. Boop, boop, boom, boom. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It has a cell wall. So here's a regular blood. So, these inner branches, that's how, like, fungal cells kind of... And why they're hard to identify is unlike bacteria and stuff of that nature, normal cells, they're very planar, whereas fungus tends to be three-dimensional, and it's really hard to focus a microscope on fungus. It can be very elusive. I know, actually, specifically, because in my microbiome class, we all were supposed to take bacterial samples of stuff. And me and my group were the only ones that wound up getting no bacterial samples because all the bacteria was killed by fungus. And we had to we had to identify the fungus instead. Yeah.
Who was it that's
most
infiltrated
cells,
the cathedral?
Most cells are, for the most part, 2D objects, but fungus likes to permeate almost like roots. So they're really hard to identify in a microscope. Or they're a real pain. Okay. I got the bull's blood for you. Let's see. Time is of the essence. Now he can slowly walk over and do the work I already did for him.
Sorry, but I have to get back to work.
I love that you always get one dialogue snippet.
Truth does not do as much good in the world as the appearance of truth does evil.
Alright, what do you say? Well, it's obvious now why bulls don't get infected. Their antibodies do nothing to destroy the bacteria, but rather block them, suppressing their reproduction. Oh, that actually might explain what's seen there. So if we assume that the infection is in fact fungal, that could have been a wall like built around it, excreted by antibodies. They possibly die after a while, and even if they don't, the disease is no longer lethal. Perhaps it becomes assimilated. Although that wouldn't jive with the idea that you take like what appear to be fungal cultures as an antibacterial. And the conclusion is, ideally, you need some hybrid of bull and man. Oh no. I gotta hunt the minotaur in the abattoir. Curb stomping your brain. I like being ground rougher. I like the idea that your brain is just getting kicked around until it gets a good folds in it. Human antibodies kill the bacteria, whereas bull antibodies prevent them from reproducing. But a creature like that doesn't exist. Yeah, I know. So you're out of luck, as am I. Well, Bachelor, when are we gonna make the plan to breed the bull man? I want the man bull pig. Could we maybe synthesize it artificially by combining human and bull tissues? We could try. Fortunately, Reuben is nowhere to be found. We'll do the test if he comes back. I'll let you know. Be waiting. Okay, we set. Looks like it. Seems that a panacea can even be made from the blood of a beast. Tomorrow will tell, but I have a bad feeling about it. The Bachelor is convinced that the experiment was a failure. Okay. So let's run home. I'm in a lot of pain. Just because I'm so low health, I don't want to get soft locked. What is actually the time? Okay, it's 9. But yeah, I'm not against adding people to my Discord. Just be prepared for lots of spam whenever a D&D session happens, which can be quite irritating if you're not in the D&D session. And lots of edgy memes. Oh, is the dev actually the Haruspex? I actually want to go to the backs of these buildings here, because there's not an easy way through this wall. Go like up this, and then there's a staircase right there. So yeah, if you're interested enough. But yeah, just do be forewarned, it's not really concerning the stream. Bring the portrait up. There he is. See, he's pretty cute. Is this the dev, what, 9 years ago? No, older than that. Right? Well, I'll have to add in my review that the dev's pretty cute. That sounds like my kind of man. I'm pro gambling. I don't mind some illicit gambling either. That's where the money is. Yeah, no, if I had a stable enough income, I would gladly be betting on sport games like all the time. And fights. I like that. I like that. That's a power move. I like that power play by the devs. Also, okay, no, I haven't. I thought for a moment, did I skip the evil lab? I don't blame him. I wouldn't be surprised if me and the lead dev are kind of on the same wavelength. By which I mean, incredibly bullheaded. And we like things the way we like them. We don't give a fuck if anyone else. I'm gonna make my game. I'm gonna make my game. I don't care if no one buys it. So, morphine time, morphine time. This is the time for morphine time. Game is a stress simulator. I'm pro that. I'm pro stress simulator. That's a decent idea, especially when you put it that way. That's like how I would describe Angband. Angband is a stress simulator. Okay, morphine. Okay, so, it's 10.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
Oh! I see who just showed up. Yeah, if you're playing Haruspex, you would have no idea what's going on right now. As in, if you're playing Haruspex your first time. Because they do not bring up the Inquisitor, I don't think... Oh, you know, the Inquisitor comes up once in an off conversation. I actually thought that we were going to get a different Inquisitor as Haruspex. Yeah, there's a... Oh, it might have actually only been voice lines that I'm thinking of. But because there was mention when playing as the Bachelor that there was the possibility of a different Inquisitor showing up. I don't know, it could still be that a different Inquisitor shows up for Clara, but now I'm doubtful. A guy waiting to stab me around that corner. Listen, I just want to see the mime show. Ah, watch out, he doesn't care about walls. I need to restock on organs. Yeah, and Ruben's missing right now. Oh. As I recall, Ruben actually starts hanging out with Haruspex around this point. Oh, does it have a more extended thing? Like for that little cinematic? Oh, in the theater. Quick backstab. Can actually get it. Not been able to pull off the backstab lately. Oh, jeez. Stun me? I think I'm good. Everything was done better except for the lack of Bachelor and Clara. Although, hopefully, maybe they will get a real beautification treatment if they get made. Rat, shove off, rat.
Someone could have ended up at that stake today. I was lucky to escape execution. Bachelor was noble enough to let me go.
Unbelievable. Sanpes is not a person. It's been proven. But who is the source? It's not the girl. That much is obvious.
You can escape everyone, even the Inquisitor's vengeful hand. But you can't escape yourself. The Earth Sister is breathing down your neck.
What shall we do?
It feels like the whole world is against me. I can't get this noose off. Is execution unavoidable?
Calm
Stop
down.
moaning.
You can remain a tool or become a rebel. The choice is yours. Men struggle in nooses, but puppets walk free.
Alright. I always hate, by the way, turning my mic back on because it feels like a massive shock, and then I hear all the white noise that it lightly picks up. I don't know. I might just be an audiophile and be paranoid about it. Anyway. So yeah, I should have another... Okay, we got two things here. But we'll start with my dad's book. Yeah, it doesn't bother most people. But when you're someone who like edits audio all day, you hear all those like light buzzes and stuff like that. It makes you paranoid. It's kind of like once you get over hearing your own voice, which is a thing that a lot of people gotta get past. Once you get past that, then you get paranoid by all the little like creaks of your chair and the light breezes that pass by microphones, or the way you might hiss slightly at the end of S sounds, or the slight of P's. Anyway. Isidore Baruch's diaries. Extract on the inevitability. She is coming towards me with clarity greater than the howling wind. She gathers her brittle fingers together as she goes. She braids her intricate bones and breaks her lissome limbs. New word for me. This game's good at introducing me to new words. I read too much science fiction, and they don't like using fancy words. Isaac Asimov does not like fancy words. She braids her intricate bones and... Oh, I hurry with it. There are no eyes on her black face, and her white face has no nose. The two of her heads are ever in conflict. This is what the tale says. It will do what has to be done before her Shabnak rises up from beneath the ground. V is the only one who must survive, whatever the cost. Enough gruel must be made for his enormous body to be fed. V. The only person I can think of would be maybe Vlad? Or I guess Victor, too. Though enormous body implies Big Vlad. Interesting. Don't know why he would be so important. I got him killed in the Bachelor run. Alright. The result of the analysis. Human and bull's blood synthesis. Bulls contract the infection too, but the antibodies in their blood do not allow the sand plague to survive and propagate. On the other hand, the antibodies present wrong inflection. Put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. On the other hand, the antibodies present in human blood are not fast enough to eliminate the infection before it spreads and enters the terminal stage. I'm going to try combining the two. We'll spend a night trying that. There must be some result, however pessimistic I feel about it. Daniil Denkovsky. Okay, well, let's head back home. Keep this meat, though. How much for this? 5. Oh, stats? I hate stats. I'm awful at it. That's weird that I'm awful at it. Theoretically, I would be good at stats. Since it's like... Since traditional games, you know, rolling dice and everything is such my hobby, you'd think I'd be good at statistics. But every statistics class I've taken, I've gotten blown out by. Granted, I feel that most statistics classes that I've taken have not been very good. Yeah, I mean, having come from an engineering degree, I can do differential equations all day. That's free. But stats, get out. They play like weird little verbal puzzles with you and that. I'm like, no, get out. It's kind of like when you have to take like literature type exams. Yeah, and they give you a question and they say, what is most appropriate response to this? And I'm looking, I'm saying, you know, I can really see situations in 2 of these that would be appropriate responses. I've always done poorly on like literacy exams in that respect. And I feel like maybe that carries over. But at the same time, I just hate the design of statistics. Granted, statistics, it's such a weird study. Statistics is really bizarre because it's often contradictory to itself. It really doesn't fit in with regular mathematics. Because the entire result can change based on like the perspective you take. Oh, are you like on about like P versus NP type stuff? Because yeah, P versus NP, that's big deal Ellie McBeal level maths. I get all the principles in like P versus NP. I have all these livers. I also think, did I have some? Yeah, I got some hearts. I should just have these on me. There's no reason to stow them. Am I all out of Metarum? Yikes, I am. Alright, Metarum. Get my health up a little bit here. 1 more hour. 6 a.m. Give me a moment to read that. That's more than 1 line of dialogue. Yeah. No, I get that. Wait, oh, give me... Was that litter? Did I not hear the sound of a letter? Because I've already read this. Maybe it's an audio glitch. That seems to happen sometimes. Yeah, well, because... So you can talk about if you take it from a really simple perspective. You ask the question, what's the likelihood of flipping a coin and getting heads 3 times in a row? You know? Well, that's a different question from saying, well, what happens if I flip a coin and get the same thing 3 times in a row? Those are actually completely different mathematical equations. Well, not completely different, but you do get incredibly different results from it. So I might as well just... I have about 20 minutes left. I'll start my rounds. I'll see if I can get my main quest. So yeah, there's a lot of like... And as you're talking about, the hypothesis and the alternative hypothesis, it matters on your perspective. And that's the other thing about statistics is you can really manipulate the results, because if someone doesn't know statistics, all you gotta do is slightly change the wording, and boom, different result. And it can be a completely different result. Yeah, there's a lot of tough things where you have to figure the antithesis of what you're actually looking for. You know, when you do the sort of equations where it's like, what is the likelihood of this happening on the 3rd event? Well, on the way there, you have to assume, you have to do the math for the likelihood of it not happening, and you have to do the branching path stuff. I don't know if you've ever studied logic. It's kind of similar to that, though I like logic a lot more. Logic makes sense and is always, like, super concise. I think logic is actually a great study. I think that a lot more people should study it. I think that it should be introduced to lower grades. Younger people. Younger people should study logic. Well, logic is weird. Because logic is... It falls into this weird... Yeah, so logic falls into both, like, a humanities and a mathematics category. So we can take the mathematical approach, which is... We're talking about logic gates and stuff like that. But it actually completely falls in line with, like, the sort of more meta study of it. The more old-fashioned, like, Plato-style study of logic. Because a lot of logic classes can be taught from more the truth tree perspective, which is the first way that I was actually taught it. I was not taught it from a logic gate perspective. Not studying, you know, the passing of ones and zeros and comparators and shit like that. The first way I actually studied it was, given, you'd be given 5 statements, and you draw out the logic diagram, and you describe it as whether it's tautological or etc. Things like that. There's this interesting crossover, and Isaac Asimov was obviously super interested in this concept of this weird crossover of mathematics and like the humanities and philosophy. Yeah. Because truth tables can be applied to a lot of like sort of theoretical type stuff. It's a really weird study. Okay, nothing from Notkin. Positively. I'm anti-logic. Logic that's no good. But I don't know. When we start talking about that, we also start getting into like Platonic like mysticism type stuff. Because when you talk about that there's carryover from philosophy into logic, well, there's carryovers from logic into geometry. And then we start getting into some weird mystic territory. Alright, something from Bachelor. Oh, no. Mixing blood didn't work. Who would have guessed? Alright. Regrettably, the artificial synthesis is not an option. We're going to have to find an actual bull man. The ingredients do not match. The only solution is to obtain a natural hybrid. Oh, God. That's... Oh, no. Is Big Vlad a bull man? Did I just solve the mystery? Is Big Vlad a minotaur? No. Let's carry on. Christ. The only solution is to obtain a natural hybrid of man and bull. However, insofar as such a creature does not exist, all we have left is to acknowledge the imperfection of the world and to mourn the failure of our intentions. Sorrowfully, Daniel Denkovsky. Oh, he didn't initialize his name. P.S. I'll have you know that my own mission of identifying the disease carrier was likewise a fiasco. Was he just trying to console me? I'm gonna go beat up Bachelor. Apparently the creature I'm trying to catch does not exist either. A feeble consolation, I know, but perhaps it'll help you see how much I feel for you. You may want to hurry if you want to talk. The Inquisitor has summoned me for interrogation. In all likelihood, this will be the last you ever see of me. Alright, well, we'll pass by Murky first. No, I prefer to, Oh, yeah, no, if I didn't know the situation, I would think that, Bachelor's about to get hung. But you know, how some people are, moral relativists? I'm a logical relativist. Truth trees, whatever. I chop down truth trees.
A weak calf is cold midsummer, Mom used to say.
Fine, I'm leaving. Murky got nothing for me. Get out, Murk. She ain't got no quest, never. Dag, I'm almost out of milk. I'm gonna have to get more. We'll end the stream early because I'm out of my moo juice. I'm all out of bull juice. Might as well meet with Vlad, since I'm right here. So all my stats are doing pretty okay. My clothes need to be repaired. I've not thought about doing that lately, actually. But my stats are doing okay.
It is easier to govern others than to prevent being governed.
I've been playing kind of catch up ever since I've gotten arrested. Though I'm kind of stabilizing here. Might even, right after I get a chance to speak to the Bachelor, I might close it up, since, I actually gotta do a quick run to the store. A good 1 a.m. run to the store. Let me just unload this rat. That rat charging down the ramp there. Oh, if it's the same, this place always sucked when it was infected. See if I can get the stab off. Oh, jeez. I clicked out. Trying to do a cool turn. Yeah, let myself get bit. Not too bad. I'll live with it. Also, did I just get a letter? From Capella. Oh. Quite a bit. Okay. And something about Mother Superior. Well, we'll read this. Alright, Georgi and Victor Kane were interrogated by the Inquisitor yesterday. According to Maria, you won't survive this meeting. The Inquisitor has proven too intelligent to believe the Ripper tales, and astute enough to acknowledge what kind of discovery you are set out to make. Long story short, the Kanes believe that she will have you killed as soon as you tell her you know how a panacea can be produced. I'm not sure of the logic behind this may be, but they're positive of their suspicion. Oh yeah, because she's interested in nuking the place. Speaking of panacea, you really know how to make one. I, for one, would be most pleased if you did. Be very careful with the Inquisitor. She is in charge of the patrolmen now. They follow her orders. Alright. Wait. Capella's letter. But it's from Vlad the Younger. It's a little bit odd. Anyway. P.S. The Mother Superior wanted to meet you. Please do not leave her if you learn that she may be in danger. She is a very, very unhappy child, but she has a heart of gold. It is imperative that she survives. The Inquisitor will open the termitary today, I think. Right. Bachelor.
Yes.
Well, it seems like it's time to say our goodbyes. I don't know if we'll ever see each other again, Barach. Both of us failed. You failed to produce a panacea. I, too, have nothing to appease the Inquisitor with. And for me, that's suicide. By going to the cathedral, I'm putting my head on the chopping block. What reason does the Inquisitor have to take your life? The Inquisitor has no power over me, although they do have power over everyone. They need not concern themselves with legal details. They need to kill, you die. If they need you to go, you go. They know the ways. But that's not what I'm talking about. What are you talking about then? I've made up my mind. By the way, as Haruspex, we don't know about the nutty professor over here looking for his eternal youth potion. I'm curious as to if that'll come up later on. If I am not to go back victorious, then I'd rather blow my brains out with this very revolver. I'm cornered. I'll never be able to look the people I've failed to protect in the eye. My allies will end up in prison or exile. My research in fire. Well, I need a hybrid of a man and a bull. A chimera. I need a clockwork elf. Stat. Inhuman creatures often play roles in our lives, wouldn't you agree? But you failed to find one. A hybrid of a man and bull. Creatures of this kind inhabit myths rather than natural environments. They're not real. And so I won't be able to make a panacea. You said that we could try artificial synthesis, don't you? No, it's useless. And impossible without Reuben anyway. I'll bring this up because Reuben's gone missing. Well, he probably doesn't know anyway. Perhaps there's another way for me to fulfill my duty. If only I knew whom my father had marked with the damn sign. Oh, have you given in to despair? Whoever this mysterious patient is, there's only one thing that can save him. The panacea. If it's not too late, I mean. So many have died. I have to go now. The foreman needs me. Boop. The abattoir is off limits. You won't get in there unless the Inquisitor lets you. It's the Inquisitor who's now in charge of fighting the epidemic and everything else. I can do just fine without it. You're going to need their clearance for movement anyway. I advise you receive it sooner rather than later. If your ill fame precedes you, well, it would be better if you came on your own volition. Outrun ugly rumors and let them know that you're dissecting bodies for a reason. Well, that's actually solid advice. The cathedral it is then. Okay, so I'll go. The cathedral is just right around the corner, so we'll do that before I shut down. Okay. Neither man nor bull. I'd rather reveal my purpose to the Inquisitor before one of my detractors does it for me. I need to arrange a meeting with her as soon as possible. I'm sure she's a great lady, and we'll get along great. I murder people, and she murders people. Or a match made in heaven. How is this technically... Oh. Alright, well, we got one sick person. Yorgi is sick. And the Inquisitor's not here. I've actually not had to... Oh, I've spoken with an executor once as Haruspex. Look who's here. Isn't it the Haruspex, the star comedian of the town? I need to see the Inquisitor. I hereby inform you that Her Excellency has left to investigate the termitary since the emissaries have shown excessive fervor in dealing out punishment, and also to investigate the site of the tragedy, and to make acquaintance with the young Mother Superior, of course. Makes sense. Okay, I gotta chase her to the termitary, which I will not be doing tonight. The Inquisitor is investigating the claims of abuse of power in the termitary. Wonder what the kin have told her about me. It seems worth my while to ask Taichik's daughter about this. I am going to check one thing before I log off, though. I'll save and just reload from here. Unless I get something of value. Because it's day 1 of him being sick. This is just all generic dialogue. Oh, wait, can I give him the monomycene? Oh, yo. Did I just do it? Are we good? I think so. I could just do it with a monomycenium? Wait, like, are we for real? That, like, you can just give him the cheap shit? Oh, no. Oh, the monomycenium. Okay, so the orange stuff. Okay, so the kinda rare one. I thought I had to have the purple pills. The firmomycenium. Okay. Unless, as the game progresses, it requires that I have more valuable pills. So that's cool. Keep my eye open to see anyone else who gets sick. Just do regular patrols. And also get the monomycenium. Get that, because it works right now. And that's pretty cool that I just saved it right there. Trying to think of anything, though, other than... Nah, I ain't got too much to say. I'll do some grind tomorrow, hopefully. But other than that, we're not having a... By the way, I need a little bit of that going. There we go. So, I guess everyone, hugs and kisses. Make sure to like and subscribe and follow me on my Instabook. And goodbye. I love you. Hugs and kisses, though.